Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 2. Guys, I was confident that we are obviously going to try to obviously figure out a result from this game of football, but I'm really not so much surprised that it ended that way, because when a manager comes up and obviously has centre forwards, and he doesn't obviously come up and obviously to see to it that he puts in a very good shift altogether, I'm like, what exactly is the manager all about? That is the most worrying bit of it all. And I tell you, Ruben Amorim, I thought that him managing his, is it the 14th Premier League game, for the club of Manchester United? Is it 14th? Because he came here when this was the 24th game that we've played. He came here when we had played 12 games, meaning that this is his 12th game. I anticipate that he has already gone ahead to obviously know who should be in his starting 11. And playing Kobe Mainoo as a false number 9 was one of the worst mistakes that I've ever gone to see the manager do. Because how do you play a player like Kobe Mainoo, who has shown you that in 2 games you've played him as a number 10, 1 goal and 1 assist? He obviously shows that he's really good at the goal, and you really don't play him into that position where he has gone ahead obviously show us that he's really great at. And in games like this, get in Kobe Mainoo in the number 10 position, and if you want to try him out as a false number 9, get on either Rasmus Højlund or Joshua Zirkzee into the area of the centre forward, and after doing that, let's win the game, and in the remaining minutes try out Kobe Mainoo as a false number 9. But he had a shot. I think the only thing he did was having that shot on target that really denied him, that the bottom post denied him to obviously find us getting into the lead. I think that's the only thing he did. And you miss out on a player like Kobe Mainoo when you sacrifice him to be played as a false number 9. We missed out a lot on him, and he took so long to obviously bring on those forwards. And I think it's a mistake to be having Joshua Zirkzee and Rasmus Højlund on the same pitch. I think it's better to bring on one and let Kobe Mainoo do the needful. And what's the needful are we talking about? The needful we are obviously talking about is all about taking off Kobe Mainoo when you need a lot into that creative third, So I was really perturbed with what the manager went ahead to do today. I was really very confused with what the plan for the manager was, because if you are in need of a goal, why do you take off? Do you keep on Garnacho or do you keep on Kobe Mainoo? Because to it that Crystal Palace will obviously sit back and have numbers into their area. And does Alejandro Garnacho act better when you're really having the ball? When the team is too compact, or when the team is really not too compact? He acts well when the team is not too compact, because he thrives well when there are spaces. And you let off a player known as Kobe Mainoo, who is really good when it comes to playing into compact spaces. So for me, I never understood all the decisions that were made by the manager today. I want to obviously tell you the truth. Never did I really see to it that I enjoyed what the manager went ahead obviously put out, because he's been one of those managers that have gone ahead obviously enjoy his substitutions, but today I think things never worked out well. You understand? So he has to obviously blame himself, and I think he made the poor selection today. Why would you not play centre forward when you're playing against Crystal Palace? When you're playing against Man City, name it, you've been having a centre forward, and why would you not play with a centre forward? So he got most of the things wrong in this game. And when you look at the goals that we concede, the second one in particular, Harry Maguire plays Mateta onside, plays that player that obviously does the assist onside. You understand? And Leny Yoro, who is the fastest of all the central defenders that we had on the pitch, had gone ahead to obviously put or set an offside trap. It had worked out, but guess who plays the player onside? It's Harry Maguire, and Lenny Yoro is seen raising his hand to the referee that the player is offside, not knowing that Harry Maguire has gone ahead to keep him onside. And I've already said, guys, it's not that I have an agenda on Harry Maguire, but guys, Harry Maguire is 31 years of age, and all I would really fancy for him is to leave Manchester United. I want to see these youngsters like what's his name? I want to see these youngsters like Lenny Yoro. Let them start games, Lenny Yoro, Delete, Let them play together, because for them, they're really young. Delete is 25, Lenny Yoro is 19. Meaning that if that partnership gets intact, it will play for you games for the next 5 seasons or 6 or 7 seasons. You understand? So, I tell you, it doesn't really come like that. So, I don't want us to mix players of 30 years into these players who we are really trying to build. You understand? And I would be of any thought that for any player who is beyond that, he should be leaving the club of Manchester United. That is it. He should be leaving the club of Manchester United, because it doesn't make sense. Does it make sense, guys? If you say you are building players, why do you obviously try to really keep these old players in here and triggering the area that they really have at the club of Manchester United? And his problem is that he earns a lot of money, and to be earning £200,000 in this era, you must be a very good player, So, I told you Harry Maguire will cost us, and today he has gone ahead to cost us, even on the set piece, because when the set piece is set, how does that player get a free header? And I've gone ahead to see some people blame Andre Onana. Was like, where did the people watch game from? It was a looping header. And why did that guy get that looping header right? Because he was really alone. And how come he obviously found himself alone to play that looping header? So, even after he heads that ball, most of our players don't really throw themselves into the 6 yards area. And these other players go on and see to it that Mateta is there to obviously tap that ball into the back of the net. So, I think Man United really costed themselves, but most especially the manager. I think would have gone ahead to do better into that beautiful game of football. But the most worrying bit of it all is that we've gone ahead to lose one of our best defenders. That is Lisandro Martinez. We've lost him to an injury, and we're yet to know whether it's a hamstring injury, metatarsal injury, is it any injury, is it an ACL, ligament? We wait and see. But it looks like when he was re-landing his foot, it landed badly, and we don't know exactly which part of the body has gone ahead obviously get injured. But very soon we'll obviously be told, and will be let known how long he'll obviously keep out. And that shows you that Aiden Heaven stands a chance to obviously come and obviously play into that back three, because in the system you need a left-footed centre back, and he's the best defender that we've been having in the recent past because of his composure and how he goes in front and acts into the final third. So, wishing Lisandro Martinez a quick recovery, but we know he'll obviously come back stronger and stronger. This season, by the way, he had played very many games. 20 games in the Premier League. I think 8. He had played 8 games into what we call the UEFA Europa League. Those are 28. He had played 1 FA Cup game. Those are 29. He had played in the Community Shield. Those are 30. Then in the Carabao Cup, I think he had played, 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. So he had played close to 33 games this season, which is really good. And I don't want to say anyone calling him an injury-prone player, because an injury-prone player doesn't play 30 games this season. He doesn't. And he has been consistently a variable. The stats as follows: 17 shots by Man United. Crystal Palace had 11. 2 shots on target by Man United. 3 shots on target by Crystal Palace. 67% ball possession by Man United. Then Crystal Palace had 33% ball possession, 557 passes completed by Man United, 282 passes completed by Crystal Palace. 81% passing accuracy by Man United, 65% passing accuracy by Crystal Palace. 12 fouls by Man United, 13 fouls by Crystal Palace. 3 yellow cards to Man United and 1 yellow card to Crystal Palace. No red cards issued to either of the sides that participated in this encounter at Old Trafford. 0 offsides to Manchester United, 1 offside to Crystal Palace. 11 corners to Manchester United and 0 corners to the side of Crystal Palace. That is what we really had in here onto the game. And United have gone ahead to lose another game under Ruben Amorim, and we've gone ahead to fail to obviously score a goal. Sorry, to win 2 consecutive games in the Premier League. Having gone ahead to beat Fulham, United comes in here to obviously lose again, and we are placed 13th with 29 points. That is it. And Crystal Palace has gotten 3 points off us, and they're 12th, and that is Manchester United for you. So the manager is continuing to struggle. I don't know how. He's obviously gonna see to it that he gets back to the levels we want, but will Patrick Dogo help United to really get back to the creative ways? We wait and see whether on Friday he'll be part of the squad to see to it that United does the needful. So thank you very much for watching through. Rokan David is my name, and that's what I had for you. And continue to subscribe to this channel to see to it that everything really moves on as planned. I'm out. And we have a story of Matthias Tel going to join Manchester United. I'm going to be recording it and obviously giving it to you anytime from now. So guys, bye-bye. Continue to subscribe. Another loss at Old Trafford. And remember, the last Premier League game we played here was against Brighton. And those are 2 consecutive Premier League losses at the club of Manchester United is home. That is Old Trafford. Bye-bye.